What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Meet the Creators. I'm your host, Louis Joseph, founder and CEO of iBoss Entertainment, co-hosting.
Woo! We have Amrita Khalsa from California, your director of marketing for iBoss Entertainment.
That's right. And today we have an awesome show for you, and we have a special guest who has a series that's coming out, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. But right now, if you don't know, what Meet the Creators is all about. Meet the Creators is a show to really introduce you to the filmmakers that are on iBoss TV, get a sense of who they are, and what they're doing, what their projects are, and get behind those projects and support them. You know what I mean? So we want you to get to know them. So Meet the Creators is that platform for that. So certainly watch some of the other episodes if you want to know more about some other filmmakers and things. That's on iBoss TV. So keep following us. Keep supporting the independent filmmakers. iBoss Entertainment. You can check out our website, iBossEntertainment.com. iBoss stands for Independent Box Office Screening System, and our vision is to empower a independent filmmaker and creator economy. So there's a lot of things we got going on. So check out our website so you can learn more. All right. So without further ado, we want to get our show going. So I'm pretty excited about this show today.
And for today, we are really excited to chat with Jarron Webster for our next Meet the Creators episode.
That's right. Everybody, meet Jarron Webster. You know what I mean? Producer, actor, filmmaker. He has a series, Love at First Sight. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be discussing this today, and it's an awesome series. It has some comedy, obviously, it's a romance as well, and a lot of some drama. Of course, you gotta have the drama. But before we start talking about it, we're gonna play the trailer. So let's take a look.
Okay, y'all. I think I found someone.
What?
Okay, first of all, why are y'all responding like that? I am happy, but we're getting serious. I just wanted to tell y'all about it.
And what does he do?
He's an electrician.
How much they be making?
I don't know enough.
Don't tell me she's one of those Instagram models.
She don't even got an Instagram. So at least I don't think so.
But honestly, I don't feel like he's ready for that yet. He's not stable enough.
Yeah.
What you looking at over there?
Oh, just something on IG.
I didn't even realize you had an IG.
Do you want to hang out sometime?
Nah, I appreciate that. I really do.
And you're fine too, so there's that.
Yeah, she started talking to me real nice. And she even got around to hitting on me. I immediately told her that I was taken.
I'm flattered, really, but
Okay, we go grab a couple drinks. We finish the paperwork up, and then we'll be in business.
okay. You know what? One drink
One drink
doesn't hurt.
to celebrate.
Celebrate.
I have something to tell you, too.
Oh, man, the drama.
Mama.
I might have to go watch it real quick after we get off this call, you know?
And look at you in there too, just popping up as well.
Yeah, a random, ill-intentioned individual.
Yeah. Well, it's great. That was a great trailer that let off, and definitely want to I know our audience after seeing that will really want to just dive into that series. So welcome to the show, Jarron, and we're just really excited to learn more about you as a filmmaker, actor, producer, all the things, and what's to come for you as well. So if you can just start with how did you even get into this world? What was your inspiration? What led you to being this type of creative?
For sure. First, I want to say thank y'all. Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Amrita, for having me. iBoss Entertainment.
We're excited, like the whole team. We're loving first sight. It ain't a big team, but you know the whole team is excited to be collaborating with y'all on the premiere and interview and everything. So much love to y'all. Thank you. And the series, right? So I got to this point of being a filmmaker. The Black Panther, you know, the first Black Panther movie was pretty much what sparked everything for me. I started out as an actor, but I was in the movie theater watching Black Panther by myself, and the the legacy that Chadwick Boseman created with just that role. Like he had a great catalog and many great roles in movies, but like he's always gonna be known as the Black Panther. And it like hit me in that moment. I'm like, dang, and building a legacy was something that was important to me at that time. And it was like, shoot, all I need is one movie, Lord, one movie. Like I can do one movie that can, you know, be like a legend, have a legendary or an everlasting impact. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what got me into it. It's like I don't know how I'm gonna become an actor. I don't know how I'm gonna get on that screen, but I'm gonna get on that screen. And yeah, we went from there. That was it.
Okay, so it kind of just like sped into it after you like saw that and you just like dived in all the way?
Yeah, well, I mean, I dove in as an
Uh-huh.
actor all the way and started taking classes. So I found an agent. I found an agent within like 2 weeks, and I was on my first set for a commercial with Beef O'Brady's in like 2 weeks. So like literally within like a month of making the decision, I was already getting on the screen in some way, shape, or form. So it was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, you know, and started taking classes. I found an acting school, Andy Matheny's acting studios. It was in St. Pete, which is where I met Lewis. And so I was really embedded into the acting industry, and I decided to get my film degree as well. So when I went to the University of Tampa for my film degree, and when I started that, then it was like, man, a writer, you know, expanding on being a writer, a director, a producer, like every aspect of film kind of intrigued me because the collective aspects of film to facilitate the telling of one story, right? Like the collective collaboration is like so intriguing, and it's the one of the most beautiful aspects of film to me, man. So like, yeah, getting my film degree, it enhanced my abilities as an actor. My acting experience enhanced my abilities as a filmmaker, and I think I'm a great director. Well, I know I'm a great director because of that in particular. But that's it, pretty much. I didn't want to wait on other people to give me opportunities. I wanted to create my own opportunities, and that's what I've been doing ever since. I have like five or six short films that I've produced and written, directed, and then Love at First Sight is my first web series, and it's my latest project. So
You jumping into acting and then transitioning to filmmaking. What challenges you faced in getting to that point, and do you find a challenge choosing to stay behind the scenes and creating the film versus getting on screen and acting in the films? Because I know sometimes, you know, having the love for acting, you like see the role you want to play,
yeah.
but you also want to be behind the scene and create new opportunities for others. So how do you deal with that challenge?
Man, hey, it's funny you say that because it's like when you do start creating your own opportunities, like we're coached to create our own opportunities in acting class, right? And starting out, it's all about acting. It's like I want to create opportunities so I can be on screen and I can act and I can do this thing, you know? One of the challenges I would say would be like the language of film because film has its own language. And from the military to just writing books, writing music. Like I've been in different aspects of art and different aspects of life, but nothing really compared to film, right? And so understanding the language of certain camera movements, certain shots, certain blocking, what blocking is and everything, and how the director is communicating with the cinematographer and the actors. Yeah, so just understanding the language and the technical aspects of film because I'm more of like I would rather lean all the way into creativity and everybody else can focus on the technical side of things. You know, like this is what I want to do. But that was one of the most challenging parts, was integrating all of this. It's like, all right, having a little bit of knowledge on all of this so I can understand what's going on as a whole, like that's vital. So yeah, I would say that. I would say the technical side of things, and understanding and learning that film actually is a language in itself.
When you say language, do you see it as you kind of defining the way you want to portray a message? And if that's so, what is that language for you?
Mm,
And what's somehow the techniques or maybe the approach you have in portraying that language?
mm, that's a good question. Um, so it kind of goes, it's in every aspect of the art, right? But like on the technical side of it, I'm talking to a cinematographer or a DP, then it's like this certain camera movement. Say we're gonna get a close-up shot of you. First of all, you gotta know close-up shot. There's certain technical basic language as well, you know. And so getting a close-up shot of Lewis, and it's going to be an emotional scene. So what we're going to do is start out as a wide shot, and then we're going to push in on them real slow. We're going to dolly in real slow. And so what that conveying that to them, like they don't even have to know the underlying message. The underlying message for me as a director is that this is an intense moment. This is a real energy filled moment. It's an important moment, right? And so we're pushing in real slow to show the significance of that moment, right? And that's one aspect of it for the audience in the language. The other aspect of it is communicating to the team what shot we're going to get and how we're going to get it, how it's going to look, what we want the vibe to feel like the setting, you know, when it comes to a gaffer, the DP and the lighting and everything, because the lighting, the setting, not only the story isn't told just by the words and the actors, not just by the words the actors are using or the actors themselves. The story is pushed along with the environment, the lighting, music, just all kinds of different aspects of the collaborative effort to push the story forward.
I was going to say, and you were mentioning like the emotion and the intensity that you're creating through filmmaking, and we felt that even throughout the trailer. So how did you, this is the story you wanted to show. How did this come about with Love at First Sight, where it's going to be such like a drama-filled series?
Yeah. So Love at First Sight, it wasn't supposed to be what it is. We were supposed to capture this thing on the phone. It was supposed to be strictly for just Instagram. I swear. So there's the Revolt Summit. There's an event. I was living in Atlanta at this time. Me and my friend Marcus were leaving the Revolt Summit. And as we were leaving the Revolt Summit, we were crossing the street going this way. And there was a car coming that hit a stoplight. You know, you'll see a little example of that in the trailer in the beginning where he was cutting, you know, they made eye contact because a woman was hitting the corner and him and her made eye contact so strong that he was like, I'm surprised she didn't wreck, you know, because like she turned the corner and like, I didn't even witness all this. I'm just walking. And he's like, hey bro, you see that? And he told me about it, told me what happened. And I was like, this is how I tell stories. This is how I get my stories for like filming my projects. Because like this moment right here, like where are you going to after this? And where is she going to after this? And where did she come from? And where did you come from? And what if y'all meet back up later? Like what if y'all run into each other again? You know, and that moment of eye contact that y'all had is like a little bit of familiarity right there. So I was like, that's how I build my stories. I take moments and then I put some what ifs around the moments. You know what I'm saying? And basically it was like, yo, we should do something. We should create something. And it was like, well, let's do it, you know? And so I laid out the whole outline for what it could or what it was going to be and decided that, you know, 8 episodes. We looked at that moment that he had with her, like, what if that was a love at first sight moment? And then that's where we ran with the love at first sight concept. And from there, then I set the outline. I wrote 8 episodes. They was all 3 to 5 minutes long. That was the intention, to just create something and just put something out, right? Put it on the internet, on Instagram or something, just to put some content out there pretty much. And It just evolved into something else. You know, I actually got like a team around it when started the production process, and like one person brought like another person, and then it just trickled, and we didn't have a huge team, but we had what was necessary. And instead of doing it on the phone, we had a black magic and had some equipment and stuff like that. So it kind of just evolved into something else than what it was supposed to be, and took on a small life of its own.
Awesome, man. And you know, there's a lot of good drama in that as well that we can dive into. But what would you say then? You said it evolved. So, what would you say the central theme of Love at First Sight is? What is the message? Like, what is it trying to say?
What can love at first sight still exist in our modern world? Right? I mean, because I know diving into the series, within the series, there are like real today world scenarios that we didn't have before, like social media, just different aspects of what is here today, and different things that we have to overcome in relationships that weren't there before. So it's like, with this fast-paced world that we have, and everything is just like ding, 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 can love at first sight still exist with how fast we're moving? You know, so yeah, can love at first sight still exist in our modern world?
With all the distractions and everything else around people. Yep.
Yeah. You know, all the different options and stuff, right? Like, it's like, you know, it's a lot of surface level love out here, I feel, man, and we don't necessarily know how to go deeper. And so, like, man, within this series, there's a lot of truth in the series, and there's a lot of real in the series. And yeah, I think almost everybody, like, if you ain't married or something like that, you know, everybody is going to be able to relate to some piece of the story.
Yeah. And then how did you find the actors and your team members to really portray this story that you wanted to get across?
So they were my friends. They were like, a funny story, man, is like, I was in Atlanta for a year, for 12 months straight up. Louis, you know that. And like, it wasn't until month 7 or 8 that like I had met this a few people at this place that I was hanging out at. It was a kava bar called Kava Mama. And in the first episode, you'll see Kava Mama. We actually used her establishment. But like, just people that was like, they're not even involved in the film industry, but it was like, I had built these relationships in only a couple months, and only a few months. And I'm telling y'all, no lie, from knowing these people, from meeting these people at like month 7 or 8, and over the next 2 or 3 months, like creating such a relationship with them that something can happen, and it'll be like, oh, let's create something, right? And they're not even involved in the film industry, but they were like, yo, I'll help you out. The only person that was initially on the team who was involved was our lead actress, Franchesca. So Franchesca, she plays the role of Felicia. She's an actress. You know, she's also a filmmaker. My friend Siri, who plays the other lead role, self-named Siri, he isn't an actor, has never been on screen, has never done anything like that before. And it's why it's like, it's so beautiful, because Siri takes great direction. And when people get into the acting career field and they start bringing things that they think they know and all of that, then sometimes it can be hard to direct them, you know? But Siri, him being fresh and new and really not knowing what's going on at all, like, it was a pleasure to direct him and watch him bring things to life just truthfully, you know? And so it pretty much started out with me and my homie Marcus, and he was a marketing person. So he wasn't even involved in the film industry either. I was the only one who was like a true filmmaker to like get things started out. And then we started to try and build a team. We needed a cameraman, we needed sound, we needed, you know, somebody that can do lighting. Maybe the cameraman can be the DP and the gaffer. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff, which is what we had. We had a crew, our first crew. We had a different crew for every day that we shot. It was probably like six or 7 shoot days, and we had a different crew every time. And like, the only consistencies was me, the camera, the DP, His name is Logan Kern, and he's cold with it, y'all. Like the camera movements, the lighting, that he's really cold with it. But me, the director, producer, all of that, Logan, and then Franchesca and Siri. Those were the four consistent pieces, and then I would have to get a different sound person every time. And then like having an assistant director, I had an assistant director for like 2 episodes, and like so pretty much we put out one filler and we got a camera operator, and that was pretty much all we needed. You know what I'm saying? We got a DP, and then the DP, he had a recommendation for somebody on sound for the first shoot, and then it was like we had DP, one gaffer, 2 actors, a couple extras, and like that was it. We didn't have more than like 8 people on any of the shoot days. You know what I'm saying? So putting the team together, man, it kind of just like started out. We put a filler online. Hey, we need a camera, a DP, something like that, whatever. My dude Logan reached out, and then that was all she wrote.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. And you mentioned that was his first time. I mean, I must say he did a phenomenal job. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell that was his first time really being on set acting, because he brought truth to the role. I mean, when y'all see this episode, this series, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. I mean, he did a really good job. So definitely register for that virtual watch party. You know what I mean? Down the bottom of your screen, September 4th. Join us. It's gonna premiere on iBossTV. All right. So don't forget, go on the website after you watch this, though. Go on the website.
And we got the two lead actors, Felicia and Siri, both gonna be there too.
That's awesome. And now the fact that you're dealing with a brand new actor, and of course you have a veteran with him, and you love to direct. And so what's your directing style when you're working with actors? Like, how do you what's the way you go about it? 'Cause I know everyone has their way of doing things when they're directing. So what's your style?
I would say that an actor's director, I don't really even know if there's a real thing or whatever.
I knew what you meant as soon as you said it. You know what I mean?
You knew what I meant?
I think I know what you mean, but I'll let you elaborate. Go ahead.
I mean, I feel like I'm an actor's director because like I understand what it is to be an actor, and I understand what it is to embody and be somebody as opposed to like actually acting. You know what I'm saying? And so like understanding the acting side of things and what actors need and how. So let me take it back real quick. I've witnessed a lot of directors, and there's nothing wrong with it and everything. Everybody got their own style, but they will really just focus on the aesthetics, and they will focus on the camera movements and the camera shots. And they tell their actors, all right, so just go here. Your blocking is go to the table, and then boom, and then you start talking. And then they'll do a take, right? And they don't really give the actors any feedback, or they don't connect with the actors to try and help them embody, right? They're just like, all right, that's good. Or they'll say something like, can you do it a little angrier, right? And they don't really like connect, but like connecting with the actor though is like, I connected with Siri and telling him like, you are the character, right? You're not acting or pretending to be anybody. Like, be truthful in who you are, right? And like where you are right now and how you feel right now and what's going on in your life right now, right? And Siri was my homie, so we had a close relationship, and I knew some things going on in his personal life with like an ex-girlfriend and stuff. And like being able to convey to him like, yo, and you can envision her as you're looking at Felicia or Franchesca, because a lot of the scenarios were similar to stuff that he experienced. And I'm like, yo, it's perfect. I just want y'all to be you, right? Forget about the words, forget about what we're doing, forget about like who the characters are, like just be you. Make the words yours. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just a big advocate, man, of like, we're not creating characters. Like, we're being an extension of who we are. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we bring truth to the screen. So like, getting that out of actors and really connecting with actors and being like, yo, Siri, you know, pulling them to the side and just really trying to encourage that headspace of who this person is that he's portraying or being, right? So I would say I'm an actor's director, man, but it's hard to just box myself in at that because I'm really, really good at connecting with the rest of the team as well. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm just an all-inclusive director. Let's just put it like that. Because I truly, truly want everybody to bring forth their magic to what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to limit anybody. We all got our roles and stuff like that, but I just don't want. I want everybody to flourish in what they signed up to do. So I'm not trying to control everything. I'm like cool to be hands off a little bit and see how this kind of turns out because Logan had a dope idea, you know? So like I would just say an all-inclusive director as opposed to just an actor's director because saying it feels like it kind of boxed me in.
Right.
Yeah. And I love just to hear like I guess like the flexibility that comes with that. Like you are telling stories in real stories that people can relate to and there's going to be changes and edits and developments as you're like telling that story too, and that's how people's lives are as well. So just like appreciate like that style that you're bringing. And I also want to just hear about like what's coming next as well. I know like this is probably something like big, like you're getting to this stage, you have this series out. So like what's next though? Are we jumping into something new again? Are we taking a pause just to take this in? What's on the dock?
Man. So I just follow my heart, Amrita. I can't even, you know, I don't plan a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I just kind of do my best to be in the moment, and I create as it flows through me. You know, I do have some intentions. Right now, I've been leaning a lot into my music because I'm just a full blown artist and a creator, and I got an album out and everything. My artist name is Jay Webb, and right now the space that I'm in is I've been like performing a lot and being on stage a lot and freestyling and everything, and I'm having like the most fun I've ever had. So I'm just following my heart, and there are projects and stuff that I have that I would love to bring to life, but it's not anything that I'm going to force because I have faith that everything is just going to be presented to me and unfold as it should, you know? So I've been writing a lot though, you know, so I'm just focusing on my music, writing and solidifying some films within my portfolio because I have a portfolio of projects and like a big believer in like if you're not on set or if you're not, you know, rehearsing it, if you're not doing anything actively with the project, you can always be writing. So
yeah, love that. And I work with kids, so like just hearing that, like moving with intention and purpose, not rushing things just to like put it out just to do it. I think that's like a really great message for the youth and everyone that's trying to pursue something like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you mentioned you know obviously you do music, right? So you're writing movies, you're acting, you're performing. So it sounds like you have now a really good flow on the creative aspect of all these different areas of your life. You feel like it's a lot challenging now, or was it challenging before to kind of go between those two worlds, or is now or is it still challenging for you, or is it now you have a good balance between all your creative work?
Hey man, how long y'all been doing this? Because y'all be asking some very like quality questions. That's a quality question, man. You know, it's funny, Lewis. When I was in Atlanta, this is where the split was because you know the story of Atlanta. I went to Atlanta with it and thought I was about to blow up. You know, as an actor, like I'm about to take the world by storm. And I started to discover my voice. I've been doing music for over 20 years now, and like I've always been really good with it, but the confidence wasn't there. You know, I would say it was surface level confidence because when I was in Atlanta, I discovered that like a piece of me was a little afraid. There was a little fear because I understand music is my soul that I'm giving to people. And
Mm.
so I just started allowing myself to be free, and I started to discover a different voice within music, within myself. And in Atlanta, it was like, man, I'm really good at this music thing. I'm really good at this movie thing. Like I was really split. But now in the space that I'm in of flowing and accepting, like there's not a rush and with anything, and there's like it's pure patience and pure faith that everything's gonna happen exactly how it's supposed to. And I know what I have, just like y'all know what y'all have, right? Y'all got gifts and the magic inside of you, and you ain't gotta like really be validated by anybody by trying to go run and rush and chase, which is what I was doing when I was in Atlanta. So I've been doing that for the last 5 or 6 years, being in the film industry. Ever since I came into the film industry, then it was like Hollywood,
Mm.
but that
Mm.
ain't the case. But like, I'm just grateful to be in a space to where I've evolved to be able to appreciate now and
Mm.
appreciate the journey and what's taking place right here in this moment. And I just got faith that whatever I'm doing right now is directly going to affect whatever vision I have. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really focus on all of that a lot. And I'm not really torn anymore in between like, oh, music or film. It's like I'm flowing in all of my creative expressions. I'm really flowing in all of them. And because I don't have any attachments to it, like, oh, I want to be a star or I want to blow up, I want to have this or that. Like, I don't care about all that. I just want to do what I love. And the pressure is like gone. You know what I mean? Like when I feel like making music or getting on stage, then that's what I do. When I feel like, writing or putting together a shot list for a project, then that's what I do. Now, when them auditions come in from agencies, I got to do those. But like, yeah,
That's all
man,
part of it. It's all part of it.
it is. But it's just a flow, man. It's just a flow, and I'm grateful to be at this space because like chasing and running and going crazy, trying to like, yeah, man, it's for the birds.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So I guess one of the things I'll ask you, and I'm sure you got a lot to say about this is, well, if you were to speak to yourself 10 years ago, or even some of the new filmmakers, actors, creators coming up, what advice would you give them now? Now, what would you share with them, um, as a way forward, as some good words to keep in mind?
Mm. Stop looking outside of yourself.
Mm.
Right? Stop looking outside of yourself. I mean, it's multifaceted with what it is, but essentially, man, we're conditioned to like focus only on the external. We're conditioned to like look at other people and what they're doing and how what they got going on and what they've accomplished. And when in all reality, it's like the more focus that you put on yourself, like that's the best and the most purest way to affect the external. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And I don't know if that answers the question, and I try to keep it concise, but really it is like the focus of you and what you want to do and how you feel and like your love and your passion ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I would say to me back in the day, 10 years ago, is like it applies on everything, not even just the art. Like focus on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking outside of yourself. Just focus on you.
Yeah, I need to put that note up everywhere. Don't look outside of yourself. Even now, not even 10 years ago. I like that works for everyone.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Even now, like learning it now is like it's important now. So it's like 10 years ago I entertained that question, but like 10 years ago it's like, it don't exist anymore, man. But he could have used that advice though. He could have definitely used that advice, man.
Mm-hmm.
All
What
right,
about you? Wait a minute, Lewis, what would you say to yourself 10 years ago?
what would I say?
Yeah.
Oh man, man, so much. I guess certainly would say focus on the vision that you have for your life.
Mm.
Focus on not being distracted, because distraction is certainly, I mean, all kind of distractions. things that are not helping you move forward and where you want to go are distractions. And we can get caught up in that. And stay true to yourself. Never forget who you are, your values, what you stand for, and anything you're trying to do. Don't get out.
Mhm.
Don't get outside of that part of you, because then you start to fall into things that doesn't really represent who you are. You know what I mean? So always remember that. Keep your identity, and just grow from there. Keep making progress.
Hey, it sounds like it was a variation. Like we on the same page, brother.
On the same
We on
page,
the
baby.
same.
That's right.
Definitely. You got something,
Excellent.
Amrita?
10 years ago, I was 21, so I I was
Oh,
turning
geez.
21 in New York City. So I would just say, oof. It all doesn't need to happen at once. It all doesn't need to
Ooh,
That
happen.
is true.
Things will come the
yes.
way that they are meant to come and when you are ready to handle them. So not rushing things and just let things be what they are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Here
Look
you
at
go.
that, man. Are y'all sure we?
Man. Yeah.
I'm saying, are you sure this is about the project? Because it feels like we're being elevated right now, man.
That's right, man. That's right. So, everybody, on September 4th, we're going to have a virtual watch party of Love at First Sight. Okay. Now,
Mm,
it's going to be amazing. So definitely get your popcorns and all your favorite snacks before it. Register on the website. It's gonna be an amazing night. So I'm gonna put down the screen right now, so y'all can see Love at First Sight. All right. So,
mhm.
Darren, where can people find you, man? Where can people follow you? Just continue from here and follow your journey.
Oh man, you can go to Google and just type in Jarron Webster, my name, JarronWebst. There you go. I see it right there at the bottom. Um, hey, you type in my name in Google, man, and everything is gonna pop up. I would say that's the easiest way to get to my different, socials and my YouTube and stuff. I would say like my YouTube, which is my name as well, Tampa Bowtie Got Studios. And my YouTube and my Instagram are the two places where you'll see me most, and you'll be able to capture most of my content, especially my YouTube. So, yeah, Jarron Webster, look me up, man. Yeah, show some love.
All right, that's what's up. Y'all heard it here on Meet the Creators. You know what I mean? This has been a phenomenal time, Jaron. We truly appreciate you for being on this show, Meet the Creators, and we can't wait to see the series with everyone. It's premiering once again. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it. Make sure you go get it. Go get those tickets. All right. And we look forward to seeing you, and also all the cast that was on there as well. Can't wait to speak with them. Also, so I'm right. If anything you want to add?
Nope, I'm just excited for this watch party and just to see how the audience takes in all of the different scenes that come in and everything. Just and excited just for them to engage with you and the other two actors. So thanks so much for this. This was such a great time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank y'all, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. We look forward to seeing you again. I know you got stuff down the pipeline, so there's gonna be more. And yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, Jarron Webster, director, producer, actor of Love at First Sight. Can't wait to see it premiering on September 4th. Make sure you get your tickets. Until next time, Jarron, thank you so much. Can't wait to see you again.
Love y'all.
All right.
Love at first sight.
All right. Man, that was awesome.
Yes.
Certainly enjoyed it. Can't wait to see it with everyone. And yeah, just a phenomenal guy. Very multi-talented, music, performing, acting, directing, filmmaking. I mean, just an awesome guy.
Yeah, and I love the way we talked about his director style, and I could just see that through the interview as well. and all of like the messages he was sharing too. So just appreciate just hearing from him and how he got here. And I'm sure our audience will really love to see him on September 4th and engage with him as we watch Love at First Sight.
Yeah, you heard that here. Love at First Sight, September 4th. You know, I'm going to say it a million times. Go get your ticket on iBossTV. You know, it's right there at the bottom of your screen. So make sure you go get it. And we can't wait to see you there. Go get it. iBossTV.com. Love at First Sight Virtual Watch Party, September 4th. Until next time.